only warm primordial blackness. You're conscious forever. Never, ever. Never, ever, ever, baby. An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives that can take... Yes, it is.
An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's bloated and shameful.
There. No ball of meat. No... I know you do, baby. I know. Coming right up, sir. Smooth passage. Alright. Nothing down to Do you want me to upgrade that to a one-way trip, sir? The song of death is sweet and endless. Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, a fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your...
Somehow, you know what it is. A caprice chameleon. A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped heart. Was this not the same Elon that founds empires and lays waste to cities? Virile, uncaring towards? Probably not, no. Hot water sprays from the faucet's base, and steam. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that really, or recollection of the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're really, or recollection of the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're in has drowned in a sea of blood alcohol. As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror, behold, you have no idea who this thing is, do you? It appears you're also dead. There's clearly rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why? Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself. You can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn... What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey? You should check yourself for a pulse, because from here it looks like you find no sign of life on your swollen neck. However, putting your hand on your chest reveals an irregular heartbeat. You appear to be alive, for now. It belongs in the new, the third decade of the current century. Enough time had passed from the things were good. It was smooth sailing. People made gold for Revachol. Yours, if it doesn't rhyme, You're not pronouncing it right. Out of the dazzling swirl of disco music, in an open air boîte de nuit, somewhere in Revachol West, Guillaume's blonde mane appeared on the screen. He sang some bullshit. You have some understanding of the near history of disco. The rest is darkness. Aside from the useless fact that the motor carriage outside was a caprice cinema. Some 20-odd years. There is a vast ocean of time between right now and you have some understanding of the near history of disco. The rest is darkness. Aside from the useless fact that the motor carriage out, everyone loved it. Maybe you thought some of the stardust would rub off on you. Maybe it did. Either way, it doesn't have to be. You can swoon over Guillaume and his champagne cork smile whenever you want to. Maybe some of the stardust will return. It's too late. Like an image on film. The expression belongs to your primary motor. This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap, what you have in your hand is a truly hideous necktie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The blades come squeaking to a halt. The switch must be broken because nothing happens. The air in the room is a terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically, your eyes burn with photosensitivity. It's not good. The lights are off again. The lights are on. The switch must be broken because nothing happened. The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside. A fine web of scarring covers the back, more likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back. It is too large for a bullet, like the green shoe that's on the hat rack in the corner. With congratulations, you smashed the window with your own shoe. Now, you mean someone else? This person also forced the drinks. The cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl. You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket. It says whirling in rags on the alley. The whirling in rags is a hostel cafeteria on the urban coast.
Hello, officer.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her. Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled. A silver jumpsuit falls off her like scale armor, sparkling. This is the sparkle of too many nights out on the city. A man in his late 20s stands behind. Everything is cool between you and this guy. He's a big fan. Make some small talk. A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among. Looks like the bird was ripped. This is the great skua. The seabird is the symbol for the small steel tag says as much. The great skua.
Look, your buddy is over there. Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
No, I'm not the bartender.
He's very animated all of a sudden. This seems like a touchy subject.
I have 3 cafeterias to manage. 3. Sylvie tends the bar here. She just, you know.
His eyes dart from left to right.
So now you're a cop. Oh, forget it. What kind of question is that? I don't know. Am I?
Not far from here, a 34-year-old man called Jean-Vic Mir reluctantly picks his facial hair, while a dark-haired... Have you seen the way he dresses? The man asks. Let him sort it out for himself. You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know you're vast, utterly, and through a PA system by other people. You should sing the sad small church song serves them right. Wipe that smirk off their face with your sad, tragic song. Whose love? You would need another copy of the tape first, though. The one upstairs is destroyed.
Hello, sweetie. You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
A bespectacled man in an orange as you approach, on the sleeve of his bomber jacket, as well as on its back, are the same.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57.
You realize he is waiting for your name.
Okay then, it looks like we had a little scheduling error.
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews? At the 57th, we like to prepare an initial list of persons of interest, and then just skim the surface. Prepare the field, get to know the players. You don't... Okay, we'll have time for that after we... Have you removed the dead body from the tree? So, the body, where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner. I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go. If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern. I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. I suppose you could be impersonating him.
Inspectorate General means internal affairs. What he's saying is, he's not from the rat squad.
No need for derogatory terms. They're only doing their job. Yes. They're not just white rectangles. I would ask you to step into the headlights of my motor carriage. But again, it's none of my concern. You mean you don't have a badge? Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I would advise you to locate it as quickly as possible. But after you, officer.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with? We don't see a lot of police around here, that's all. Of course. What can I help you with? Excuse me? Oh, well, I didn't write it there. I'm just sitting here. Okay. Since the street sign's messed up? Okay. What do you... Oh, that's right there, in the yard.
Even all the way over here, there's a drop of death in the spring air.
No problem. Of course.
If there's a corpse, then you're going to need those gloves for the autopsy.
Sure, keep them. I have another pair.
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery. Vapor emanates from This must be the infernal machine that tore you from oblivion. The Caprice Kinema motor carriage. This Postlavantorie mail collection box has been heavy. A faint sticker on the side reads, RCM Emergencies Desk number 8102, with a slogan, Mankind. The box seems happy. Eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and St. G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox also. The mail collection box seems cathartic, thankfully even. So the box seems happy.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open. Are you interested in a new and exciting book? Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you... My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. Feel free to step in and browse our wares. I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. Oh no, sir. I'm happy to help Mum by luring in customers. Besides, I have some hot juice in my vacuum bottle to keep warm. I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running. Mum says it's necessary to do both because it builds character.
There is stress and
Mum says it's peachy. She was a little afraid of cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go, exactly, but we've been doing fine so far.
We can go into the bookstore and ask about the case.
Yes. Please do also look at our wares inside. The postcards and board games are there, sir.
It does not manifest itself in any way. It does not exist. I liked it better when we were talking about whether it no such thing.
Anything else you wanted to talk about, sir? Maybe I can tell you about some of our books instead. Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that, and the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals. It's exciting to people, I guess. They get to imagine dangerous things, and it's kind of... You don't look much like a policeman. Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen. What's that mean? And everything's better now, sir? Why is that? Oh, okay. I shouldn't have said that thing about Dick Mullen.
She looks at Dick Mullen. He isn't even drawn right. She examines the picture, trying to find...
Sure you can, sir. He's just a fictional character. Maybe you can show me some real police work, sir. Like in the books.
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and be welcome. And please take responsibility. I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture. Cursed? Who said that?
What in God's name is she talking about?
Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post doing her job like a proper girl? And what else can I do for you? Then why are you talking to me? Everything is on the shelves to browse. Don't you feel compelled to buy anything? Everything is on the shelves. Take a look yourself. The shelf...
She smiles and nods, seemingly relieved. You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly nothing. Why aren't you browsing the...
She speaks almost as if, oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become. You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron. This is a traditional Semini. Inhabitants of, aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fish head.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and...
These shelves are overburdened with books from the... A couple of spook novels hide amidst all the detective books.
Oh, crime, robberies. You're a police officer, apparently. You should buy all...
Crime fiction is a disgrace. And these books, great. What's more, they completely ignore not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction just doesn't tell the truth at all. Now, you see Dick Mullen on the job. A killing is declared. Dick Mullen in the murder house. Oh no, turns out he faked it to solve a case. Yes, there's also tragedy calls for Dick Mullen. After all this, you still haven't found the answer to the one question that matters. Who is Dick Mullen? Your quick eye notices a small caterpillar crawling across the spine of a book. The title reads, A Worn Paperback from Dick Mullen's classic Hard-Boiled Phase. The premise seems to be that Dick Mullen, could it be the motifs of unstable identities and shocking betrayals? Then this is the book for you. The plaque on the shelf reads, Biographies of Famous People. You see a large variety.
I would say... The Greatest Innocence, a very influential historical figure. The book is also very daring. The author aims to re-examine the universal understandings of, perhaps for a layman,
Do her words seem vague and abstract?
Certainly, it's prudent.
You feel like you should get this one? Definitely. Its importance. Browsing through all the books, suddenly, a particularly odd title, High Speed Love, chronicles the next to Irv's life story. You see a slim biography of an Occidental rock star called. Next to that, Revacholian Radio.
I really must insist you buy one of the books. Reading them is not for free. I'm sorry, I did not mean to rush you. You are browsing. Go ahead.
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulet. This large map displays up ozone, Laurentide, disintegrating into methane. In the northeast, a dust mite stands on a on Caillou, Revachol. 850 million people live on these little dots. An oceanic world of culture and commerce. The ocean breaks apart into a tank connections to other worlds. Words past the Insulindian, unknown to you. You only know you've never been there. You have little idea what they are. Distant stars, perhaps they are gods. Gods of distance and outer dust. The north coast of a verdant island is shattered by to the east, rolling Huron. It's somewhere to live. You feel you're just west of Coal City. Somewhere above. It's not really a map. It's detailed. Could be pretty useful for scouting ahead. You see the jagged boxes of an industrial...
I'm sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. The other two they're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though. That old thing, it's an out of date from when some design studio people tried to spruce the place up 4 or 5 years ago.
The place does not look like a successful
They didn't get that far, for some reason. A shame the project never got going. Would be nice if someone fixed Martinez up. All these ruins are bad for business.
Slowly, you move your hand toward the map attached to the board.
Perhaps not. It's against RCM policy to defraud small business owners.
This bookstore is not strictly about crime. Amidst the various books, you find these 3 things are the point of the book, and many others on this shelf, is to give people, but it serves platitudes, while also telling a wholeness, unit, when it's up to your mind to heal your... The book features chapters on topics such as, there's even a chapter on the ancient Seraïs tradition of using...
Sir, please, no browsing in the... I can't have you end up, like, opening a police store next door and stealing my customers. Oh, no.
The curtains, tattered with age, just as you're about to pull apart the...
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off. Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
Why? It's not like anyone was killed there. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't allow that.
The curtains do seem frail suddenly, not robust enough to contain a slippery darkness.
You do? My God, even more reasons not to mess with the curtains. Just step away, dear sir. No, it's just a storeroom for the employees, I told you. Now please step away from the curtains. Thank you.
Talking is always good. Go see what she has to say. The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you. You see a dimly lit room full of dust.
I warned you, you're unleashing forces.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of only an echo. No one, a hollowed-out, dark echo. Whose moronic idea was it to just run through the door? Don't you know that things like that? You feel something in your chest, an unnatural pressure. It's spreading to your left arm. Very, very bad. This is all you feel is pain and weakness. Cop suffers final heart attack. A detective lieutenant of the RCM passed away yesterday. His death, though abrupt, did not come as a surprise to those who knew him. He was the heaviest drinker